Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to begin with a bold statement. Life is a relentless teacher, and with the passing of time, its lessons only become more profound. As we approach the age of 60, we begin to face a sobering truth. The support system we once took for granted, the familiar, unwavering network of family, friends, and even societal structures, may no longer provide the comfort and stability it once did. Children have their own lives, careers, and responsibilities, and though you may have built a legacy for them, they can no longer be relied upon to care for you in the same way they once did. Parents, if fortunate enough to have lived long enough, may have passed on, and the friends you once shared so many moments with may now be facing their own battles, leaving you feeling isolated, disconnected, and vulnerable. At this juncture, if you have placed your hopes solely on your family to carry you through these later years, I must share a hard truth. That alone will not be enough. But don't despair. While the illusion of dependency fades, something far more empowering emerges. The realization that the responsibility for your well-being rests squarely in your hands. There are 5 foundational pillars that you must cultivate and maintain with intent and dedication. These are not abstract ideals. They are tangible, practical truths that anchor you in life and sustain you through its inevitable storms. If you begin building these pillars early and nurture them over time, they will become your strongest source of strength and resilience. These pillars will provide the stability you need, especially when external sources of support begin to shift and fade. The first and most crucial pillar is your health. Your health is your fortress. It is the foundation upon which everything else in your life rests. By the time you reach 60, you realize this truth with a clarity that is impossible to ignore. In youth, you may have taken your body for granted, recklessly staying up late, eating unhealthy foods, or pushing yourself physically without regard for the toll it would take. You may have believed that your body could bounce back from anything. But as the years accumulate, the consequences of those careless choices begin to accumulate as well. What you neglected when you were younger will now begin to haunt you. The reality is simple yet profound. Without your health, everything else begins to unravel. Your independence, the freedom to live your life on your own terms, is tied directly to your physical well-being. The moment your health falters, you begin to lose control over your life. However, the good news is that it's never too late to take charge of your health. And even at 60, there is still ample opportunity to thrive, not merely survive. Health is not just about avoiding illness. It's about creating a life filled with vitality and strength. And the difference between merely existing and thriving is in how much effort you're willing to invest in your body and mind. It starts with the acknowledgement that your body is not a machine. It's a delicate, living organism that requires care, maintenance, and attention. You cannot expect it to function at its best without nourishing it properly. This requires discipline and exercise. Physical activity is no longer a luxury. It's an absolute necessity. Regular movement, such as walking, swimming, strength training, or stretching, keeps your body flexible, your joints strong, and your heart healthy. But it's not just about physical fitness. It's about mental vitality as well. Exercise releases endorphins, improves mood, and increases mental clarity. Moving your body is an assertion that you will not succumb to age, but will instead remain engaged with the world around you. At the same time, nutrition plays an equally vital role in your health. As you age, your body becomes less forgiving of indulgences, and the consequences of a poor diet become more pronounced. Processed foods, excessive sugar, and unhealthy fats wreak havoc on your body, leading to chronic conditions such as diabetes, hypertension, and heart disease. A diet that nourishes your body, rich in whole foods, fresh vegetables, fruits, lean proteins, and healthy fats, is critical in preventing disease and maintaining your energy levels. It's not about dieting or deprivation, but about nourishing your body with the fuel it needs to function at its best. Proper nutrition is an act of self-care that reinforces your dignity and your sense of independence. And then there's sleep, often dismissed in our busy, overstimulated lives. But make no mistake, sleep is a powerful ally in your health. It is one of the most effective ways to repair your body and mind. Sleep allows your cells to regenerate, strengthens your immune system, and helps you recover from the physical and mental demands of daily life. When you fail to prioritize sleep, you are effectively depriving yourself of the very thing that helps you maintain your well-being. Poor sleep is like running a marathon without ever stopping for water. It's unsustainable and ultimately detrimental. Taking care of your health is an act of self-respect. It is your commitment to maintaining your independence, to ensuring that you do not burden others unnecessarily, and to giving yourself the chance to live fully, not just get by. While no one can guarantee perfect health, the effort you put into maintaining it will make all the difference between a life confined by illness and a life filled with possibilities. The second pillar is financial security. At 60, financial security is no longer just a matter of building wealth for the future. It's about creating the financial freedom to live without constant anxiety about the future. As you enter your 60s, your ability to earn a living may begin to diminish, but your costs of living do not. The reality of financial stress, if left unchecked, can erode your peace of mind and diminish the quality of your life. Financial security is not just about having money in the bank. It's about having options, the ability to make choices without being tethered to the fear of running out of resources. Financial security means that you can navigate your later years with dignity, without having to rely on others to take care of you. In your 60s, many of you will face the reality of retirement. The steady paycheck that has sustained you for decades begins to dry up. But the bills don't stop. The pressure to maintain your lifestyle, cover healthcare costs, and ensure your future stability can feel overwhelming. This is why financial security isn't something you can leave to chance. It requires preparation, planning, and discipline. Saving for retirement, building an investment portfolio, and eliminating debt are all critical aspects of financial security. When you invest your money wisely, whether in stocks, real estate, or other vehicles, you allow your resources to grow, providing you with a financial cushion that will support you through uncertain times. But savings alone aren't enough. Eliminating debt is equally important. Carrying debt into retirement can be suffocating, leaving you with limited resources to deal with unexpected expenses or health emergencies. Pay off your debts as soon as possible. Doing so will free up your mental and emotional energy to focus on the things that truly matter, rather than being burdened by financial obligations. Moreover, it's important to plan for the costs of aging, especially healthcare. Health-related expenses can drain your savings quickly if you're not prepared. Long-term care insurance, health savings accounts, and other financial tools can help you manage these costs and avoid being financially devastated by illness. The third pillar is purpose. As you grow older, the question of what's next becomes more urgent. For much of your life, your purpose may have been defined by external factors: raising children, advancing your career, maintaining a household. But when these roles begin to fade or evolve, many people face a daunting sense of emptiness. What is the meaning of life now if it's no longer structured by these responsibilities? Purpose is the key to unlocking this new chapter. It is not something you lose as you age, but something you can redefine. At 60, your purpose is no longer about holding on to the past, but about embracing the future. What do you want to create in this new phase of life? What passions or dreams have you put on hold that now, finally, you can pursue? Your purpose does not need to be world-changing. It only needs to resonate with you. It could involve mentoring others, contributing to a cause, developing a new skill, or simply cultivating deeper relationships with those around you. Purpose provides the momentum to continue striving and growing, even as you face the challenges of aging. Living with purpose has been shown to improve overall well-being, increase longevity, and protect against the physical and mental declines that can accompany aging. It gives you a reason to keep moving forward, to stay curious, to engage with life actively, and to continually pursue the things that bring you joy. Purpose is a dynamic process. It evolves with you as you grow and change, but is essential to cultivate it proactively. Ask yourself, what truly excites me? What legacy do I want to leave? Your answers will guide you toward a more meaningful, fulfilling existence. Finally, resilience. Aging is an inevitable process. Challenges will arise. Relationships will change. Physical abilities will decline. But what defines the quality of your life is not the absence of hardship, but your ability to navigate it with resilience. Resilience is not about denying pain or pretending everything is fine. It is about facing adversity with courage and mental flexibility. It is the ability to adapt, to learn, and to move forward despite the obstacles that life throws your way. Resilience starts with self-compassion. By 60, you've likely accumulated your fair share of regrets, mistakes, and unfulfilled dreams. Resilience requires you to forgive yourself, to release the burdens of the past, and to learn from your experiences. It is about shifting your perspective, understanding that setbacks are not failures, but opportunities for growth. Resilience is a mindset, and it is something that can be cultivated. It involves staying engaged with the world, building strong relationships, and remaining open to new experiences. Through resilience, you gain the strength to face life's inevitable challenges with grace and determination. It allows you to transform hardship into growth, turning obstacles into stepping stones for a more meaningful, fulfilling life. Lastly, the quality of your relationships will shape the fabric of your life. As you age, the people you surround yourself with become your greatest asset. Family may not always be there as a primary support system, and that's why building a chosen community, relationships founded on mutual respect, trust, and shared values, is essential. At 60, you have the opportunity to cultivate a small but deeply meaningful circle of friends and loved ones who enrich your life and walk with you through all its chapters.